Welcome to DarwinChin.com. Today we're going to take a look at another product from Inateck, and this is a USB 3.0 dual SATA HDD docking station. And so, ultimately what this is basically it's a hard drive docking station for two drives. So let's take a look at what we got out of the box. Nice little nondescript black box. And take the cover off. And the drive unit, let's see. And under this portion, we have power adapter, USB 3 connector, and instruction manual. All right, so you can see from here, it's got a power supply for it, and you can see here that it's got two bays for either the smaller hard drives, the 2.5-inch hard drives, like so, or for the larger full size or half height 3 to 3.5-inch drives as well. So basically, oops, sorry, this way. They go in that way as well. So one of the cool things about this device, obviously, there's the USB port sits back here, power, and an on-off switch, is this little thing right here, this little clone button. So this clone button allows it to basically, in an offline mode with two hard drives, be able to clone from A to B. So I'm going to put that to the test, because that's kind of a fascinating thing. For system builders, or people that have to put systems together, that have to basically replicate hard drives, instead of reinstalling Windows on several different boxes, this could be a nice and handy tool that's a relatively low cost that could, well, basically replicate the drives for multiple systems. So that intrigues me. So I'm going to see what this thing can do. So I'll put it to the test, and we'll see how well it performs. So before we do anything, I wanted to show you the hard drive that I'm going to replicate. Basically, my current system over here that I'm playing around with is a Windows 7 Pro system, and it's got a two-user setup, but basically it's Windows 7 Pro. Nothing spectacular. It's a relatively new setup, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to use that Inateck docking station to see if I can replicate this drive. Now the drive is a 512 gigabyte SSD, so I'm going to be doing an SSD to an SSD. So if your work uses these kind of systems, we can see how well it replicates the drive, so we can mass produce this stuff. So I'm going to shut this machine down. I'm going to put the drive in, and we'll see what it does. Okay, so this is the master drive that I want to clone. This is a Crucial 512 gigabyte SSD, and this is a similar model, slightly older model. And I'm going to use the offline mode. So basically, it's not hooked up to any computer. So we're going to turn it on. Power switch back here. And we see that we got power. So we basically got A and B over here. And they say put the master drive in A. And we'll do so right here. And we'll put this in B. Don't mind the sticker that's on there. It's an extra replacement drive. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the clone button down for 3 seconds. 1 Mississippi D, Mississippi D, 3 Mississippi, and it should blink, and then I'll hit it again, and it's going to start the clone process. At least it should anyway, according to what the manual says. Let's try this again. 1, 2, 3. Hit it again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there you go. All right. Took me a couple of tries for some reason. I hit it twice. I said the manual mentioned it only once, so it's the first time I'm trying this. I got to do so, to forgive any mess ups here. So it's blinking at 25%, and it's going to be in the copy process. So we'll see how long it takes. I will be right back after it's done. Okay, so I'm back, and I let this thing run for about a half hour. And so it went through the 25, 50, 75 to 100%, and it looks like it's done. So now what I'm going to do is put it into the machine, and let's see if it boots up with Windows 7 the way you saw before. All right, so I just turned the machine on. And all right, so it comes up with the normal setup that was there, and it's starting to boot up Windows. All right, and it looks like we are back in business. If I log in here, all right, as you can see, everything looks the way it was supposed to be. No issues. Basically, I go here, and you can see that there's a C drive. It looks pretty good. If I look at the properties, once again, now this wasn't a full 512 gigabyte SSD. Basically, it was used about 30 gigabytes worth of space on the drive, and it still took 30 minutes. Now, it probably just did a raw copy, so I'm assuming that even if the drive was full, it would probably still take about a half hour to duplicate this drive. So that's pretty cool. So it's nice. It's really hands off, like you saw before. Yeah, I had to basically you know, hold that down for 3 seconds and hit it twice afterwards, and it basically began the copy process, going straight down from the 25 to 100%. And as you can see, my system is booted up with that secondary hard drive, or that hard drive that was cloned. So we'll take a look at what else you can do with it besides the cloning. That's the one thing I wanted to highlight. And we'll see what it does just as a dock by itself. Okay, so now I'm just going with a real simple setup. I have my Surface Pro 1 over here, and here is the Inateck docking station. And so I hooked up the USB 3 connector here. I'll turn this guy on, and we'll plug this in. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. My Surface Pro 3 is out of batteries for whatever reason today. So, and I'm reaching in the wrong spot for it. But here, let's plug that in. Move to the side a bit. All right, so you see that here it's been detected. So, what I'm going to do is I got some hard drives. All right, I got a old laptop hard drive sitting around. This is a Western Digital 320 gigabyte hard drive that came out of one of my laptops. So let's just, and this one right here is a desktop hard drive I had lying around. This is a 1.5 terabyte Seagate Barracuda, and they're both SATA drives. So I'm going to plug these in and see how they mount. All right. All right, so here it's spin up. Here it's seeking. All right, so made a little sound, so it actually found something. So if I go to this PC over here, and you can see that it's got my old MediaSmart hard drive, and it's well, it's an old backup of other stuff, so I can go in and dig around and look at my folders. So there's that. So let's go back to this PC real quick. I'm running Windows 10 preview here, and I'll plug this drive in. Spot over here. Okay, so looks like I unmounted that drive, and I got two drives now. So bulk over here was my this drive over here, and oops, that's the wrong view. But I go in there, it pulled up all my stuff from that drive. So you can see that it actually, because it's a dual drive dock, not only can you copy file the data from the drive to drive, you can actually mount both drives and have them available for you. So that's kind of cool. It's actually really kind of nice. And being USB 3, it'll copy files a lot faster, so long as your device is a USB 3 compatible device, such as the Surface Pro. Their series has always been USB 3, so it'll take advantage of the extra bandwidth interface that you have to move files around to these drives. So there you have it. A look at Inateck's USB 3.0 dual SATA HD docking station. If you have any questions about this product, please let me know. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.